What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cosmat Wrestling Smackdown edition. What's going on, man? Pretty excited to get this underway.
Yeah, I'm just happy for another Smackdown before the Royal Rumble because I think this is going to start to sum up all the matches that we are going to see and find out more entrants. But without further ado, let's start Smackdown. As the head of the table, the Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman by his side, opens the show. Roman takes a mic and tells us that he does not want to see KO tonight, and we will not see him tonight because Roman just says so. Roman starts to make fun of Adam Pearce from saying how he got out of the match with Roman at the Rumble. As Pearce says Roman's taking this too far, Roman calls Adam him and Kevin Owens bitch. Paul Heyman challenges Adam Pearce to a match tonight. Adam Pearce accepts, Kyle.
Yeah, they had that verbal contract. I mean, Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce in the ring. Let's see if Paul has some skill. As Michael Cole and Corey Graves give us the lineup for tonight's show, we see Sami Zayn with his documentarians making his way down to the ring.
Oh, man. Well, Sami, as he actually heads halfway down, he handcuffs himself to the barricade, and then we just cut to a commercial. I don't
What's
know.
Sami doing here? Yeah, jeez.
We head back with Sami just screaming about his loss last week from WWE treating him in just an unjust manner. Kyle, I don't know.
Hey, he might have a point, though. I mean...
No, I see what he's thinking, but keep going. Next up is tag team action with the tag team champions Charlotte Flair and the Raw Women's Champion Asuka taking on against Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott with Billie Kay ringside.
Yeah, what can we say? Billie Kay cost them the match again, showing that she might not be a valued member of the team.
Well, as we cut to commercial, we come back with the Riott Squad who are backstage as Billie Kay explains it's her fault for Liv and Ruby's loss. Billie says she's entering the Rumble, therefore she can help her teammate throughout the match. And they just says, well, you're not qualified to be a part of our team. And they say, put that on your resume. So they're kind of being snatchy at her tonight, and I don't know. I wonder if Billie Kay is going to get thrown out of the ring by her old teammates.
We then have Daniel Bryan heading to the ring, explains the power of the Royal Rumble to the fans, and saying how he can't wait to see the Royal Rumble because you don't know what number you will get as an entrant.
Well, he does declare his entry into the Royal Rumble. Yes, he does not know, but Cesaro disrupts, saying Daniel Bryan should be taught a lesson, and he should have stayed down from last week. Daniel Bryan strips his suit and issues a challenge to Cesaro. Cesaro says since Bryan isn't in his full ring attire, he then issues an open challenge to anyone in the back. Half the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Dolph Ziggler, makes his way down. Don't forget, Sami Zayn is still handcuffed to the barricade.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man, but the Zigman says Cesaro is the only one who can match up to Dolph's greatness, as Dolph then tells Daniel Bryan to move out of the way so his match with Cesaro can begin.
The match gets underway, Dolph Ziggler hitting a zigzag right away, but Cesaro ends up powering out, hitting a vicious powerbomb.
Yeah, sending a message right to Daniel Bryan, who is on commentary, so we may see these two clash in the future. But then next up is Sasha Banks making her way to the ring after laughing at Carmella and her acquaintance Reginald backstage. Sasha Banks then makes her way to the ring after laughing at Carmella and her acquaintance Reginald backstage, as Sasha Banks is set to face off against Reginald next with Carmella on commentary. Reginald just doing flips throughout the ring, trying to get out of Sasha's maneuvers. Sasha Banks just pins him down and taps him out with the bank statement. Makes Reginald look a little.
Sasha looking strong here, I guess, right?
I don't mind seeing an intergender match. I'm happy to see that. Well, then Roman Reigns is backstage with Paul Heyman, just kind of talking about what's going to commence tonight as Roman just kind of walks away from Paul. I don't know. I just can't believe we're gonna get Paul Heyman versus Adam Pearce. Back from commercial, we see a recap of the match between Sami Zayn and Apollo Crews just last week. Big E then heads down to the ring set to defend his IC championship against Apollo Crews.
The match starts out fast with both superstars hitting a suplex. Big E throwing Apollo Crews outside the ring.
Yeah, right over the top rope. This was just brutal. I mean, Apollo fights back, hitting a dive from the top rope. Apollo seems to be closing in on the title, but Sami Zayn unlocks his handcuffs, hitting a haluva kick onto both competitors, ending the match in DQ. Well, it looks like Apollo is going to be upset with Sami Zayn tonight. We then see Kevin Owens via satellite saying that Roman hasn't beat him like a champion, as a champion should have. Kevin says Rowan pulled some strings tonight, which is why KO wasn't allowed in the building, but KO says he will not give up, and he will indeed become victorious next Sunday. Kevin Owens actually brings up a tattoo on his knuckle with his grandfather's initials, saying he wished he made it to the WWE before his grandpa died of cancer, but come the Rumble, he's just going to make his family proud.
We then see the Street Profits backstage as they meet up with Sonya Deville, apparently holding a fruit basket for Sonya Deville.
Yeah,
Sonya's saying she won't have the Street Profits compete until Montez Ford is 100% cleared with that leg, saying let's give some other tag teams an opportunity.
They weren't happy to hear this, but, well, after some sad news, Michael Cole then introduces us to the Ultimate Athlete Obstacle Course that Bayley challenged Bianca to just last week on Bayley's new talk show, Ding Dong Hello. Bayley goes first. First, she has to flip a tire, then runs like over mini hurdles, then jumps over wooden boards, well, is supposed to, but then she just actually runs around them, and then she's supposed to fireman carry Chad Gable just like 10 feet, and then throw a basketball into a hoop to stop the time. She gets 1 minute and 12 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, but then, of course, she had to change the course for Bianca Belair and make it actually way tougher.
Ugh.
I mean, she had to actually jump hurdles and then carry Otis.
Oh my God! Once she got to the fireman's carry, Otis pops out. Kyle, I just. But hey,
dude, Otis is like 340.
She carried Otis, and then dunks the ball into the hoop as Bayley, the loser, just pelts her with the basketball and rams her into the barricade, just leaving in fury. Ray and his son are backstage before Dominic's match as Ray tells his son if Dominic doesn't win tonight, he should just listen to his father. I don't know. They're kind of bickering back and forth at each other, so I think we're going to see something soon between them two.
Yeah, a little tension there for sure. We then have somewhat of a filler match. King Corbin versus Dominic Mysterio. Dominic starts off quick, showing some impressive moves. King Corbin basically dominating this match until Dominic actually reverses the deep six, but
goes for a second 619. Corbin just catches him and then actually ends the match with an end of days.
Next up, we have the highly anticipated main event between the Scrap Daddy, Adam Pearce, and the Big Daddy, Paul Heyman.
Oh my God.
I cannot wait for this.
Adam's introduced, and then so is Paul Heyman. Paul walks up the steps to the ring, but he trips and then falls down. Paul then says, card subject to change, and out comes Roman Reigns. Roman runs into the ring and Superman punches Pearce. He then goes for steel steps, but Adam Pearce tries to fight back, but then Roman throws him on top of an LED board as Kevin Owens in black attire attacks his champ with 2 stunners and throws Roman through an announcer's table to end the show, saying all these officials are in your favor right now, but come the Rumble, it ain't gonna be like that.
I honestly thought Paul Heyman was ready to fight. He had those fist tapes, so I thought he was ready to go. All right, guys, that was it for another episode of SmackDown this week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Always like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the studio next week.
That's right.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys.